Commissioner, speaking of the 9/11, your critics have been asking you to testify before the 9/11 Commission, and do you think that will happen at some point in time?
I actually don't know what you're talking about. I did provide testimony to the 9/11 Commission.
The Washington Times is now saying that you have been asked to go before the commission, to go back before and tell more about this so-called wall. And is that not accurate?
That's not accurate. There is no more commission. The commission ended in July of 2004.
No, I'm saying to follow up on this and maybe get some more answers from you. Would that ever happen? Would you ever go back in? And the president's today saying that mistakes were made, former President Clinton, mistakes were made. Would you agree with that, or do you think you did the best you could with the knowledge you had at the time?
Look, if this interview is about what I did, I have fully described what I did, and you can read the conclusions of that in the 9/11 Commission report. It's very clear.
Okay, let's go to the issue that you have raised in connection with your book. And that is that, effectively you said the 9/11 Commission screwed up. And it screwed up because there's information out there that shows that one of the terrorists, the ringleader in fact, whose name is Atta, name came up in intelligence before 9/11. And this intelligence was ignored, number one. Number two, the 9/11 Commission ignored the fact that the intelligence was available. Can you explain to us a little something about that?
Yeah, back in 2000, the military had an intelligence operation that they called Able Danger. It's gotten some press and some currency lately. Able Danger was, as you described it, a data mining operation, which means they would go to public sources of information, collate them, scan them, and then put together profiles and factual scenarios and conclusions. In doing so, the two military officers who conducted it, very reputable officers by everybody's estimate, say that in the mid-2000s they identified by name and possibly by photo Muhammad Atta, who was the chief architect and ringleader of the hijackings. My complaint against the 9/11 Commission is that both one of those senior officers and others went to the 9/11 Commission staff prior to them finalizing and releasing their report, gave them this information, and the 9/11 Commission decided, without any investigation, that this was historically insignificant. Very interesting phrase that they used. And in their report, which was published about 10 days after the staff members interviewed the Able Danger officers, we can't even find a footnote referring to Able Danger. They certainly didn't interview the 80 people who worked in Able Danger. So I think it was a huge oversight, a huge gap, because I can't think of a more relevant fact for the 9/11 inquiry than the possible identification of the ringleader a year before, when members of the military unit said they were trying to get this information to FBI agents, but they were prohibited from the military authorities from having that liaison, having that information transferred. But the 9/11 Commission completely ignores it, and we don't even find a footnote in their report, and we have them talking about tunnels and nuclear reactors and everything else. That is the most relevant part of their inquiry, which they've not addressed.